Hello, this is Becca from Willow Hill Designs, and today I am working on Marguerite Miller's weekly collage planner challenge, and it is week 18. And the prompts for this week are something that emits heat, a path or a road, something that splashes, white space, a form, blank or filled, and a ticket. So something that emits heat, I thought of a fire. Love campfires, and we've always had fires, whether out in our backyard in the fireplace, out there, or camping. Just love them. So that was definitely came to my mind for something that emits heat. And a path or a road. I loved this picture because this made me think of a place that we've gone to for many, many years, hiking. Just a beautiful, it's a state preserve and just a beautiful area. So we've gone there for years, and I had inked the edges of this and trimmed it down and forgot to ink this last edge, so I'll just do this quickly, and I'm just inking the outside with a bit of black soot. So that would be my path. And something that splashes, I thought of fish or trout. My husband and I used to drive 3 hours north to the Adirondacks every weekend, and we would fish in the Keene Valley for brown trout, rainbow trout. This is a brown trout, but a lot of times the rainbow trout would jump in the streams, like in the Osable River, and really beautiful. So I thought that would be my something that splashes, because they definitely splash when they jump. And a white space, I chose to just tear some paper. This paper is two-sided. It's a printing paper, and one side is sort of an ivory and the other side is white. So I used mostly the white sides, a few sides here that are ivory. Just tore them randomly and inked the edges with black soot again, just to sort of define it from the back of the page here, the white page that it's on. A form that is blank or filled, either blank or filled, and I just copied some forms that I found on the internet and tore them in the shapes of mountains, because I thought it would go with my hiking path, my camping fire. So that would be my form. And bonus, a ticket. And this is just a little ticket that I printed. I'll probably tuck that somewhere. So I guess I will begin by, I'm thinking I will put my main picture here. And that's, again, just this area that represents the other images that will go with this picture. And also just so much a part of our history. And I'm thinking that I'll put this fire here. And I think I'd like to put the fish up here somewhere. And I'm thinking the form that I have torn into the shape of mountains, I'm thinking I will tuck them up here, because where we went all the time was always in the mountains, and this definitely makes me think of the mountains, all of these images. And I have another little mountain there, and I found these little guys that I had. I think they're the Tim Holtz paper dolls, and I thought they were so cute. I could just picture them so excited to go with their father. Maybe it's 2 brothers and a friend, or maybe it's 3 brothers, and going with their father fishing. up in the mountains, and I thought for sure they took their dog. So we're going to put their dog in there too. So I will start gluing down some of these things. I pre-glued these ripped strips already just to sort of save some time here. Didn't want you to have to watch me trying to figure out where to place these to kind of make a frame. Let's see. So I'll just glue this down and kind of get a little base here for things. And I think I'll just place that there. Hopefully that's straight. When you're sitting down, it's kind of hard to tell. Okay. This is a simple one, but one that I love. I just love all the images because it just brings back such memories, such wonderful memories of all of our hiking, mostly hiking trips. We went religiously every weekend. We were out in the woods, either on a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon, Saturday all day or a Sunday afternoon. We were out hiking in the woods and, oh gosh, finding gorgeous rocks and wildflowers. Just fun times fishing. I think I'll put that up there. And I think I'd like to, this is a sticker, this dog. Looks like an German Shepherd. My friend in England would call it an Alsatian. But I think I wonder if I should trim. Maybe I should just trim him a tiny bit here. Take a little more of that gray off, I think, between his front and back legs. I'll just trim that up a tiny bit. And here too. I didn't want to trim completely around this little dog. I think it's okay to have a little border. Take a little bit more there off. Okay. I think that's all right. And I think I'm going to put him there. Okay. And I'd like to put these little guys on him. They're going for a ride. And I'm thinking that they're probably dreaming of catching fish, daydreaming, thinking they'll be catching some nice trout. So yeah, I guess we'll do that. I'm not crazy about all of that. Wonder if I can just sort of take some of that black down, or that gray down just a bit. Maybe I can fine-tune this after. Just try. I probably could have trimmed more right by his head there. Just try to take away some of this gray space. There. It's a little better. He had a little too much gray going on up there. Okay, bring that around. The little boys will cover the rest, so that won't be too bad. Let's see. We can put them there. I don't think he needs glue. He's a sticker and he seems to be sticking okay. That, the dog is from one of the antiquarian books. Don't remember which one it was, but some of the images are so strange in it. I just can't get on board with some of them, but some are cute. So we're gonna pop the boys here because they're going for a ride on their big German Shepherd or Alsatian. And I'll glue the trout down. Trout is a delicious, delicious fish. We cook it sometimes over the open fire. And oh my goodness, just delicious. Okay. I guess I'll put him here. Okay. And let's see. Not sure where I'll put this ticket. If I just maybe put a little tiny piece of it there. Or maybe over here. Maybe I'll put the ticket there. Okay, I think I'm gonna glue these mountains down. I liked the idea of, I didn't want to just put a form down. I thought maybe if I made them look like mountains, it would sort of go a little bit more with this theme here. Okay, let's just try to tuck it. Okay. There's our mountains in the background. And let's see, I think that I'll just put a few dabs of glue back here now to hold this top down. Okay. Glue this. And I'm thinking I shouldn't have glued that edge. If I want to tuck that ticket in there, maybe I can still, yes I can, get that ticket down in there. I didn't want too much of it to show. Okay. Maybe they're going to some amusement rides or something in the area. Who knows? Up north? Maybe there's something that they will go to where they need a ticket. Okay. We'll re-glue this edge down. I always manage to forget something that needs to be tucked somewhere. Seems to be a trademark now. Okay, and one last mountain. I think I'm going to tuck it up here somewhere. Let's see. Where will that mountain go? Maybe over here. I guess, let's see, not sure. I think I like it over here better. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Okay. This was a nice, fast, easy one. And then I'll put a few dabs of glue here under this edge of the picture. There. And I had a couple of little sayings from Tim Holtz's little book of sayings. Let's see what I have here. I have two. It's from this book, Tim Holtz Ideology, and they're little stickers with sayings on them. So I chose the most beautiful thing, and I thought I would put that up here somewhere. And I also have a clear summer morning, which I think really kind of goes with this. I wonder if that'll stick. Oh, maybe it'll stay. I kind of like that there. And I think I'll put this here. A clear summer morning. And that's kind of what that makes, this whole picture makes me think of, the sun shining through on the path through the woods, and they'll be having a nice fire at their camp. They have their dog, and I'm sure their parents are with them, and they're going to go fishing in the mountains. So that's my little story for this week, and I love this because this really brings back such wonderful memories. So let's see, I think we got everything here. Something that emits heat, the fire, a path or a road. This is a path leading through the woods. Something that splashes, the trout. White space, that would be these torn papers that are inked around the edges. And bonus, a ticket. So I got all of them, even the bonus. So I'm going to write my date in here today. Let's see. I like adding the date when I look back at these. It will be fun to see when I did this. 2 more days and it will be my little granddaughter's birthday. She'll be 7 on the 4th. So this was an easy date to remember today. So thank you very much for joining me today. Oop, I think I had a little sticker there. Thank you for joining me today with my journey for week 18. And I'm wishing you many blessings and see you in the next video. Bye for now. Hello, I thought I'd do a little close-up for you of all of the elements of my composition. This is one of those scenes where I can truly say I wish I was there. It's so beautiful. Oh gosh, look at that forest. Isn't that gorgeous? So thanks again for watching. Wishing you many blessings. Bye.